All right. Um, I put something a little different on the charts today, just to kind of prove a point. So this is a different type of chart. This is basically a line chart. What I typically put is candlesticks, and I just wanted to kind of show this because at the end of the day, sometimes it's easier to just say what am I looking at? What is this? Am I bullish or bearish? This is the weekly of the S&P 500, and quite honestly, it seems pretty simple. It broke out above these levels, and remember, it's all about price at the end of the day. So it broke about above these levels, broke down, and it's continuing to the upside. If you look at the daily, you could say, okay, maybe it's having a little bit of problems with this level right here, which is the 1850 level. But if it breaks above that, it actually looks good. So let's do something else just to keep it simple. Uh, and sometimes it's simple as what needs to be done. The daily, okay, we see that we have these levels right here that we need to kind of worry about. Well, not worry about, but we see that it's pretty much broke above it, and now it's continuing to the downside, and it looks like it's a little bit under the 10-day. Now, it might not be exactly the same thing when you do the candlestick, but it's not that far off, right? So we could see, okay, it's small inside, and we just want to break above this level. Uh, the chart has pretty much stayed the same. So if you look at the weekly as well, you can see again we have a tight body candle, but we could have some launch off of if we could get above these highs. It's pretty, to say where the trend is going. You definitely should be able to see that it is definitely in this way. But I don't like the MACD at this time. But there were a lot of names that I did post at the chart that did move. Now and AOL were posted. AOL was posted the chart. Now was actually posted into the video yesterday. So that one looked good as well. The composite continues to go higher. MACD crossover. So it small body candle, but at the end of the day, we're not looking to get short anything. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Let's go back to the line chart. Is this something that you could say, okay, is this bearish to you at all? It shouldn't be. It should not be bearish to you. So to kind of get the emotions out of it, sometimes you got to kind of break things down. And it's simple, yes, but there is beauty in simplicity. And this is something that I just kind of use it just to say it's not a matter of taking an entry off this, which you could have. You could have broke this level right here and said, okay, at 450, 40, 60, you got higher, break above that again, above that 4160 level, you could have got higher. So you can use these, but at the end of the day, you just want to kind of say, okay, this is what I got going on. So sometimes break it down to these simpler levels, and you'll see what it's not going to be Captain Obvious, but it's going to help you to kind of, sometimes you could get lost in translation using candlesticks or anything like that, and it helps skew you from what the price action is actually doing. The Russell, same thing. You can see it's looking like this on the daily, and it looks bullish on the, on the weekly. Now, if we go back to the candlesticks, it's still looking bullish, but it just, some people could get lost in this, and sometimes you see a little bit of, the tails and stuff like that, so it can kind of throw you off as well. But just remember, even if you have to look at the overall market, this has helped. It helps sometimes just trying to get rid of the noise, and you can kind of just look at price and say, okay, this is looking pretty good. So getting back to what we had before, let's look at a couple names. Tesla looks right for another. It looks great. It looks like it's going to come back. This is the weekly, but the daily, this is a red candle, and the golfing got above it. So I think above this price action, it looks good. It looks like it definitely can get back to these previous levels of and it's definitely coming, and it's filled the gap. So it definitely looks good to this 181 level, 182 level as well. You have another Elon Musk, SolarCity. Right now I'm just looking for a little pullback or something like that to go long, but this one is moving, and moving very, 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 very well. So once it broke above these previous highs, it looked good as well. Facebook, still, let me take all this stuff off. Sometimes it's good to clear all this stuff off from previous. So here's what I got going on. Got this high, you got pretty much this going on as well. So it does have the higher lows in place, so can't be mad at that. So it has the higher lows in place, and it just doesn't have to be exact. You have the higher lows in place, so right now it just needs to, again, I posted a chart that said it needs to break above that 60 level. And if it continues, if you get a nice candle that breaks above these levels, it could look good. I wish the MACD was a little bit more bullish per se, but on the weekly, it just needs to, again, get above this level, because this was the engulfing, and that's what I'm pretty much trying to base my stuff off of. So you have ACAM. That one I think is just flagging for some more upside to fill this gap. So just keep that one on your watch list. THC in the healthcare industry looks like it could be poised to move a lot higher. Come back and test these highs as well. And ISIS, excuse me, ISIS looks well as well. If it could break above this 50 level, that looks like something that could be, you know, look good. And again, let's really go back, and it is clear this, I don't know if this is a bad print or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's continuing to look up to the upside. Again, let's go back and look at that line. Does that line look bearish to you? No. Does that line still look bearish to you? No. You have the higher highs, higher lows, and you just want to see it break above this 49.18 level. Again, break it down. 49. The high 50.15 level. So maybe they didn't give the exact thing, but kind of get the gist of where the trend is going and where you don't want to trade against. So gonna be posting some more video, some more charts actually after this. What I'm saying, I got a couple things that really look good, but again, trade the trend. Take care.